Hey all, Mark Audie here, and welcome to the Clear the World video series. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm a channel. You know that I work with spirit to clear subconscious blocks that can impact someone's behavior and the results they create in life. But while I'm doing that on an individual basis and in group sessions as well, I thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool to just address and clear whatever the world needs at the highest level globally. So that's what I do each day. And today I'm going to do five more subconscious blocks. Let's turn this over to my top-down overhead camera so you can see my dowsing chart. I'm just going to connect to my channeling state, make sure I'm still there from my previous session. Am I still prepared to work? Yes. 3% or less ego? Yes. 100% neutral? Yes. Any interference? No, no interference. Working with high self or spirit? Spirit. All spiritual committees assigned and upgraded. Are they in agreement and harmony? All souls agree and approve future line of questioning and clearing. Highest good to proceed. All shields around us, all and any blockers. No. Fantastic. That was consent. That was clearance. That was the spiritual universal green light go. So let's do something for the world. And first digit is a nine. What's the next digit? Next digit is a nine. So the number is 99. It is, and that is relationships. Whew, we could use some support there. It's a program and it's running from past lives. And do we need to know more? Hard no. Great. Spirit, please clear. Let's just clear that. Whew. Okay, next digit is first, it's a one and is in the hundreds. Then the next digit's a four, and the next digit is nine. 149, correct. Is it something other than 149? It is not. Okay. If you've been watching any of my three series, or actually there's more than that, long enough, you'll know that number 149 means something that's not on any chart. And one of the first times I ever got that, I said, well, what intuitively does it feel like? And I'm like, oh, it's alien stuff. And I checked and it's alien stuff. So let's confirm it's alien stuff. In this case, it always is. Let's see. Is it alien stuff? Yes. Okay. So energy or program? Definitely a program. And what lifetime from? It's past lifetime. So past lifetime of alien stuff. Yes. Do we need to know more? No. Even though I would love to ask, but I wouldn't even know what to ask. So spirit, please clear. So alien stuff has come up as a subconscious block before more than once during this video series where I'm doing whatever the world needs to be cleared. So I think one of the times that this happened, I also remarked on theories that um, humans have had uh, genetic engineering done by alien races. I have another series where I do readings on conspiracy theories. And I should write this down if I had the presence of mind as one of the conspiracy theories to check on. But let's just check on it right now, shall we? Yes, let's do. Okay, are humans the subject of genetic engineering? Yes. Have aliens done that genetic engineering? Yes. Did aliens do any genetic splicing of us? Yes. Did they splice any of their DNA into ours? Yes. All right, there you have it, kids. Is that why we keep on getting alien stuff? Okay, because there's alien trauma we need to clear. Yes, okay, is this past lives on alien planets as well? All yes to the above. So it's complicated. That's our relationship status as a globe. So what's the next one? Hundreds. And what's the next digit? Four. What's the next digit? Four. So 144 is the next one? Yes. Something other than that? Nope. What's 144? Uh, Wait. What the heck? That's unexpected. Wait, correct? Yes. Have I made any errors? I have not. Okay. So maybe the world is so preoccupied with wait right now that, okay, let's do it. Program. What life is it from? Past life. Past life program of related to weight. Okay. Oh, hold on. Is it because we were obese? No, that's not the interpretation. It's because we were uh, victimized and traumatized due to lack of weight, meaning lack of muscle mass using starvation. Yes. Okay. So we've all had a ton of lives of starvation, scarcity, all that kind of stuff. Is that what's being brought up here? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Do we need to know more? Fantastic. Spirit, please clear. Didn't see that coming. But whenever I am with spirit channeling and we surface these subconscious blocks, by definition, there are typically ways that we, either individually or in group or en masse, were traumatized or hurt or injured in some way, shape, or form. Up till now, I've been using the word victimized, but I'd like to get away from that vocabulary. So let's just say injured or hurt. And so, whatever the label of the subconscious block is, which was decided by who knows who and who knows when, the interpretation to take is, okay, how could that hurt someone? And so, when you hear the subconscious block of weight, you could think, okay, well, they were obese and leading to health challenges, etc. But the flip side is also true, a lack of weight uh, very, very traumatizing. So lack of mass, starvation, etc. Perfect example is if you get the subconscious block of love of life. One would think, why would that be a block? Well, it's because typically it's a program that prevented the love of life, prevented the experience of someone having a love of life, interfered with it. And that's where the wounding, the trauma came from. That's where the subconscious block came from. So I hope that makes sense because sometimes I was in a client with one person. We got lying as the subconscious block. Just like, are you calling me a liar? I'm like, well, no. First of all, it's not me. I'm a channel. It's all coming from spirit. But spirit's not calling you a liar either. Spirit is saying you were hurt or traumatized by someone lying to you. So lying was the source of a pain to you, an injury. All right. The next thing is seven. What's the next one? Five, joy. Perfect example. 75 is joy. So everyone says, oh, joy is great. Why would that be bad? Because it's usually something that blocked it. So program, yeah, it's usually program and past life. So past life programs blocking joy. Yes, yes. Interfering with joy, yes. Making it impossible to feel joy, yes. Okay. And do we need to know more? No. Spirit, please clear and carp. And yeah, when I had this a lot when I was doing self-clearing on myself for my first 35 years of life, I experienced manic depression without the fun of the mania, and all the fun of the depression. So I was depressive for 35 years. Didn't even realize it for most of that time because it was just the way my world was. And it took me a while to realize that other people didn't feel the way I felt, didn't perceive things the way I perceive things, and felt a heck of a lot more joy and spontaneous happiness than I did because I didn't know those feelings. Those are emotions that were not part of my context. So I'm not surprised if I never looked into this, but I used to get joy a lot when I was self-clearing, and it would always be blockages to joy. And I'm wondering if that's what was excuse me, the depression. Yes. Okay, there we go. So next is eight. What's the next digit? Next digit's going to be three. So 83, 83. Something other than 83? Hard no. 83 is what? Low self-esteem. All right, part of the condition of being human. It's a program, so it's not your fault. It's a program, past life program of low self-esteem. Do we need to know more? Nope. Spirit, please clear. Okay, and next one. I think we need at least two more, including this one. Eight. What's the next digit? Five. 85? Yes. What's 85? Lying. Yeah, okay, that's the one that I got with that client. So lying, we have all been traumatized or hurt or injured via someone lying to us. Correct interpretation? Correct interpretation. Energy of program. Programs led to that. And past life. Past life programs of lying. Yes. Do we need to know more? Nope. Hard no. Spirit, please clear. So I'm getting an intuitive message that's starting to gel how I can articulate in another way these subconscious blocks like lying. If we use the definition I just gave you, that these are things in ways we were injured or hurt, this it would mean that this subconscious block is held by so many people because they were hurt or injured because they were lied to. And then they formed a feeling or a belief or something about that, like people are dishonest. And then they, lived a smaller life because of it, because they had less trust and were less open. So the domino effect just goes and goes and goes. Um, so I'm starting to get a gelling of how to articulate that. Although it's not gelled at the moment, not gonna lie. I'm sure I said I'm sure I could say what I did say with a lot less words in the future. Four was the next digit. Five is the next digit, so 45, correct. Something other than 45? Nope, hard no. What is 45? Ego. Well, it's interesting. It took a while to show up. Energy or program? Program. What life is it from? Past life. Past life program of ego. Yes, do we need to know more? No, hard no. Spirit, please clear. And I think that was five, maybe six, but let's always over deliver and add value. And let's do one more. Boom. Because, hey, this is for the globe. They could use some support in this day and age. There's enough people trying to rip it apart, make it crazy. Two is the next digit. The next digit is four. So 24, yes. Something other than 24. Nope. So let's help with the globe. 24 is bitterness. Oof, yeah, I've been there. Had a lot of years of that too. Program for bitterness, past life. Past life programs of bitterness. Yes. Do we need to know more? Nope. Spirit, please clear. And I hope it's apparent. If it's not, I'll share the distinction that a lot of the emotions and feelings that we have as humans, we may not be clear as to where they're coming from. And sometimes, some situations, maybe through personal development, therapy, we can gain clarity as to where, at least at the surface level, these emotions are coming from. For example, this happened to me when I was a child, and that led to certain beliefs. And when I was in a new situation as an adult, these beliefs that I had long since forgotten, unconsciously or subconsciously drove me to feel a certain way about a certain situation. Totally makes sense. Incredibly valuable insight. Incredibly valuable. Decoding why you do what you do is like what all of us should be doing as a top priority from like age 21 onward. Someone said the first 21 or 25 years of your life are to like, you know, learn who you are as a person, start to decide what you want, what you don't want. And then the rest of your life is healing all the wounds that you gathered at during those first 20 some years. And I would add, and prior lives as well, because that's where 99% more of all of our subconscious baggage is coming from, is past lives. This life, out of the thousands lives we've lived, or sometimes tens of thousands, is a very small drop in the bucket in terms of baggage. Okay. Boom. There we go. All right. All done. All done. All right. I'm going to do cleanup crew and installing backstops later after this is done. But if you are a subconscious clearing practitioner or specialist and you would like to assist, DM me. Let's get together, let's connect, and let's create an ever-growing cadre of people, a cohort of healers for the world. And let's do some good. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.